Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's episode we're going to be looking at the 2019 Roscoe. So I've been riding this bike for a year. We're going to go through the bike front to back. I'll let you know what I changed, I'll let you know what I kept, and some of the differences in the 2020 model. So we're going to start in the front over here with the brakes. The brakes came with a 160 mil rotor up front. I changed that to a 180 mil rotor for a little better stopping power. These bikes don't come with the biggest, strongest brakes, very entry level. So the more you progress, the more you'll notice the lack of brake power that you have. So I had to modify that to get that a little better feeling, a little better modulation up front. So on the front also came with a coil fork, and I went up and changed that to a air fork. So I have the Recon, the RockShox Recon air fork up front, still 120 mils worth of travel, and I didn't want to go up and I didn't want to decrease, so I just stuck with 120, and it seems to be working well. As long as you mess with the pressures and get them to where they feel good for you, then there's no going wrong with that entry-level fork right there. So moving further back right here, we're to the pedals. So I use the Shimano SBD pedals with the clipless pedals. Once I started riding a little more aggressive stuff, I noticed that my feet were coming off and it was kind of a pain. Got a little scary once in a while, so a friend suggested clipless pedals, and these in specific, they're great. They're easy to get out of, easy to get in, and it takes the fear out of clipless pedals, really. So if you're kind of on the line, go ahead and pick up a set of these and give them a try. I think you'll be fine. So moving on to the rear end here, and that's one of the biggest changes on the bike that I made. I went with the Shimano, or it came with the Shimano 10-speed, but I went ahead and put the SRAM 12-speed on there. So it has the NX cassette, it's got the GX chain, derailleur, and shifter that work really well. I haven't really had any issues with them. I did have one derailleur blow out. I don't know, it was kind of spontaneous, but Jensen was awesome enough to do a warranty claim on that, and ever since then I haven't had, knock on wood, any issues with my drivetrain. So we go up to the tires now. Tires, I'm running in the front, I'm running the Maxxis Minion DHR2 in the front, and I'm running the Maxxis Recon in the back. Now, when I first got the bike, it had the Maxxis Recon both front and back. It's a horrible front tire. It likes to wash out, and it's just way too scary for this guy. So I went ahead, kept it in the rear, and I went with something a little more aggressive, but yet quasi fast rolling, which is their DHR in the front, and it works great. I haven't had any issues. So of course this bike came with a dropper post, which is definitely one key selling point that you don't have to worry about later. So that's kind of nice. A personal touch is these Pnw grips that I just got. These things are great. I haven't had any issues with them. I was using ESI, the foam ones, but they deteriorate a little quick for my taste, and I want something that's a little more long lasting. So the last thing I'm gonna talk about is things that I don't like about it. So two big things, and the only real things that I have qualms with on the bike, and that's the rear end. The hub is trash, the engagement isn't very good, and just the way it's built, once you start progressing a little bit, it just doesn't hold up very well. And there's no way I can warranty now, and it's just up for replacement. So that's due to get replaced hopefully later this year. And also the quick release skewer in the back. It's not a through axle, it's a skewer, and with the 12-speed, every time I take it off and put the wheel back on, it's really finicky, so you have to be careful with that. But other than that, that's really all I have on this bike. Other than that, she's treated me well. She's a good steed, if you will. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Would you guys, be interested in purchasing one of these? Have you purchased one of these? Have you ridden one of these? Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks. Peace.